WWE Survivor Series Best of the Best. Wasn't that the name of a Ring of Honor DVD back in the day? There's like 1,500 pounds of dude out there. And Jey Uso wipes out all 5 of them. Fakest thing in the entire show.
Paul Bearer being in the ring with The Undertaker during his final farewell was probably slightly more fake than that spot right there.
I didn't see that part.
This was not, that was not
passed
the
away
Tupac
years ago.
hologram, no.
Cash thanked the Street Profits and the New Day for having such a fun tag team wrestling match because they love tag team wrestling above all, and this was fun tag team wrestling.
Sasha Banks is a great wrestler, and Asuka is a great wrestler. It is impossible for them to have a bad match together, but I think this is probably the worst match that they could have together. If they wrestled 50 times, 49 of them would be better than this match.
This was the Coyote luring the Roadrunner with Birdseed. And the Warner Brothers could have written this, but if the Warner Brothers wrote it, it would have been good.
These walnut brain fucking dinosaurs thought that this was a babyface big victory for Lana. You know what it was? It's every heel fluking their way into a win that you've ever seen, winning by default, and that's what they thought was a victory for Lana. This was the dumbest fucking thing I ever saw.
My wife actually Googled Roman Reigns, and the next one that came up was teeth.
Yeah, wait till I get my Invisalign. You're gonna see some fucking teeth on this show. Now that we got 4K HD here, I gotta fix these fuckers. They wanted his final farewell to be the 30-year anniversary on the same show that he debuted on, which was Survivor Series. And unfortunately, 30 years later at Survivor Series, we were in the middle of a fucking pandemic, and there's no fans there to appreciate it.
I can throw the network and like do my nails, whatever while it's on.
Excuse me, do your nails? What's with you and your nails, dude? You were talking about a pedigree a few weeks ago. Now your nails?
Pedicure. Here, look at the camera.
No, but what do you need to go to a person for a pedicure for?
Because it's nice to get a foot massage sometimes.
Well, that's different. That's not a pedicure. That's a foot massage.
It is, though.
All right, whatever.
Vince has learned all of his tricks, and he got a pedigree.
What?
I'm so thankful for cauliflower rice. I'm so thankful.
Hello, Granny. It's The Undertaker. Good Lord. 91. That's awesome. 91 years of dominance.
I lost one of my pages.
Wow. That's your reaction.
Well, what do you got over there on those papers?
Oh.
Your will, I hope.
Brian.
Not saying anything is going to happen soon, dude.
My attorney has it, and he hasn't got it back to me yet.
What score do you give The Undertaker's cameo?
Yeah, what score did he get for that cameo?
A million.
$1 million.
Wow.
She said $1 billion.
Well,
That's a big number.
Lease outside the ring. What?
Lee?
Now, back in.
Who's Lee?
he leaped. He leapt.
Oh, Lash Lee?
He leaves the ring.
Oh, okay.
Okay. 3 guys outside the ring. Another pickup drop arm hold. Winner. Do I hear you laughing that hard?
Great. Are you honestly just picking words out of a hat here?
A backstabber.
Excuse me?
Yeah, backstabber.
Backstabber.
A butt bang.
Excuse me.
What were you watching?
Another arm twist.
You tried to kill me.
Wait.
My attorney hasn't returned my will either, so.
I write these so nice, but then I can't read them.
Stephanie McMahon
Right.
has purchased Extreme Championship Wrestling.
Yes.
The one promotion more than any other that was filled with fans who hated women, wanted to see them get their asses kicked by men, chanted that they were crack whores.
Extreme Championship.
Her
Wrestling.
and Shane have joined forces to create ECWCW.
At War Games, we take you to war and make sure you are never the same. It's just a great, great, great promo by one Adam Cole.
Then Kyle says, "Oh, did you add Kyle challenging Pete Dunne?"
That was in the middle. I covered it and then went on to the end.
All right, I wasn't paying attention.
That's fine.
$3.99, everybody. I'm trying to give you your money's worth here.
Discount rate, discount show.
Exactly. Tommaso Ciampa, he's like at the very tippy top, right? And you want people to care about a feud between him and Timothy Thatcher, whose gimmick is that he's a shooter, and you fucking start the feud where Thatcher submits to Kushida? Mind-blowing to me.
I'm not making this up. He says, the cat is back. Stop playing in my kitty litter.
Well, if you go to the main roster, I mean, if you succeed, you're like a 1%er because 99% of the people they call up, they just screw up.
Yeah.
I couldn't figure out where she would be worse off at. Dude, it's got to be Austin Theory.
That's the most obvious, logical, rational thing. But Brian, NXT has not been logical and rational lately.
That's true, but I don't give up, Vinny.
Good, man.
I keep presuming everything is going to go where it should.
Eternal
And
optimist.
I'm constantly foiled
Yes.
like any villain.
When a mystery man runs in, tips the ladder over, O'Reilly takes a horrifying spill to the floor, and Pete Dunne climbs and wins. So, shock of shocks, the heels have the advantage going into War Games. It was a great main event.
The matches are never the problem.
Yeah.
The problem is always the booking, the finishes, the angle that comes out of it. That's always the problem. Yeah. So, yes, the matches on this show were good, but I was watching the show. I couldn't figure out this. I couldn't figure out that. This baffled me. That baffled me. These things don't build interest in future matches. That's what booking is.
We show a video where the Dark Order has requested this match because Heyman's a great guy, but Johnny Hungy. That's what they said. Don't ask me.
Cody's selling of the Taz mission is just the fucking greatest. It's straight out of like 1992 Superstars. He's kicking his feet and he's flailing his arms and his eyes are bugging out. He's jumping around. He fucking sold this like a king. But it's even funnier because Taz didn't even have it on yet. What sense does it make for a babyface to get the ring? It's used to cheat.
Maybe you do it with
It's
the
used as
babyface.
bling, show off.
You
It's
have
got
the
to be a
baby-
heel.
You have the babyface win who's doing the love story angle, and then he uses the ring to propose.
You could have Kip Sabian win it and give it to Penelope since they're getting
Oh, that's the
married.
thing I was just talking about. Yeah, all right.
Yes. So you could do that, but which actually would be funny because then a year from now he's got to get the ring back from her.
Yes. Oh my God, you talked me into it. That would be great.
I'm gonna be so sad if they don't go this direction.
John Moxley's silhouette beats the hell out of Kenny Omega's silhouette, and then the hell beating continues out on the stage. This, on paper, it's very clearly the biggest match in Dynamite history. It's one of the biggest matches in AEW history, and it really, really, really doesn't feel that way.
I would have ended with the Moxley
Yeah.
Omega contract signing. That's your main event next week. It's the biggest match in the history of Dynamite. That's your big go-home angle. The angle and the promo and the laying the guy out on the belt, that's how you go off the air. But they're such sticklers for the format that they had to end with a match. And as a result, the final thing you saw in this go-home show was an angle to build a match that's not on next week's show.
Yeah.
Weird.
I liked NXT a lot more than you did. I also had a lot of fun watching AEW. Both shows had good stuff. Both shows had some flaws. I am going to vote for a tie.
Well, a rare week that we're going to disagree, Vinny.
What?
I am voting for AEW. I thought that the NXT main event was the best match on either show. You know, there were things on the show, like you noted, that weren't good. If I look back at the AEW show, I liked every single thing on the show.
That's actually the second week in a row we've disagreed.
Oh, Lord.
But
World's coming to an end.
It is the end of the world.